Hello, hello. Hey TBO, how's it going? Oh man, thank you for the 39 months. Holy shit, thank you. It's been an eternity. It's like so long. Let's see. It's Valheim Day. Yeah, definitely Valheim. It's new patch, the hardcore patch of Valheim for sure. Definitely. Maybe if I just like make a character and name it Valheim, like we can just we just have a new one. Just like, alright, can we do that? There we go. Now we have a we have a Valheim character. We're just that's definitely the type of day. That yes, then you would technically be playing Valheim. I don't think I can actually name it Valheim. It's probably taken. Oh my god, I logged out in the middle of the forest. In hardcore. Why did I do this to myself? Oh, actually, I think there was a ore here. And I was gonna log out and log back in like 15 minutes, and then it's been like several days, so I think I was just waiting for some ore. It's still 7 for a master. I was gonna do Valheim, but it's just been a long ass week, and I just want to play WoW. It looks like Valheim if I squint. Yeah, I mean like Valheim is, not a super high resolution game, and this is basically on the same level. Oh my god. I can't do anything. Stealthing as a rogue in vanilla just sucks. By the time you reach any enemy, somebody has already fucking hit it. It's so bad. I just wanted to hit the bear. Couldn't do it. But yeah, you just gotta use your imagination, and if you squint hard enough, this is like basically like the plains grass, right? These can be some boars, I helped, so he gave me a buff. I'm winning. It's been a little bit since I played on the hardcore character. It seems like there's a lot of people still playing it. I think the people in OnlyFans are having a lot of fun. I definitely wish that I could do that, but way too tiny of a streamer. Plus, I think they're playing on NA, so I won't be able to anyway. But I guess in that guild, they're like super hardcore RPing, and they're basically having like race wars for it. So like they have a race leader for the Tauren and the Undead and the Orcs and the Trolls and all that. And the leader, like, I guess will get people in trouble, and like every week they're supposed to decide like who has the most points for their race. And then you like lose points if people are dying, or gain points, I guess, if you have like your professions leveled on them or something. So It looks pretty funny though, and they'll like you'll get in trouble if you die a lot, and you'll have like a penalty that you have to do. Psychonauts? I don't know what that is. But yeah, there's a lot of people actually doing hardcore. Like a lot of people that aren't even oh damn, I can't do this. 65? What am I at? There's a lot of people who don't even play WoW. Wow, I'm only three away from being able to do it. A lot of people who don't traditionally play WoW have been playing it for hardcore, so that's been really interesting to see. Like Tyler Warren, the League player, like the Ragey League player, has been playing hardcore, and he's actually they made him the leader of the Tarn for some reason. They're like, you know who would be the best leader for this group? The person who's never played the game. That's definitely the best choice. It's definitely an amusing choice. But it's just really funny watching people play the game who have never played before start out by doing hardcore. Even if you don't do hardcore, like the game is just difficult. If you don't have any knowledge, and very dangerous. There are plenty of quests that you just would die on. If you hadn't played before, you wouldn't know that. There's a lot of mobs that are just very dangerous. If you wouldn't know it, they just like stun you for a very long amount of time. I definitely don't know all of them, so I'll have to be careful of that too, but there's a lot of enemies and quests that can just be super deadly if you've never dealt with them before. And you're like, oh, I have this completely handled. This is a totally normal enemy, and then they just have like some crazy ability that you absolutely will die to if you're not prepared for it. Poison. Man, I can't believe I'm two mining away from being able to do that tin vein. That sucks. It's been a little bit tough to stream the past week. I was so busy. I went to some programming convention thing, which was interesting. And then there was like a big Christmas party that I went to at the BMW museum. Because we know how much I love cars, definitely. Trying to see if there's any copper over here for me. Inventory full. To be careful because the Son of Arugal path's over here, I'm pretty sure. Stab the bear in the butt. Boop. We're almost about to level up. But yeah, the BMW museum, they had like a racing simulator thing. There's only 2 of them that you could do it on, where they like have you go around a racetrack. It was pretty funny seeing everybody just crash nonstop. All of us were just crashing. I at least made it around the first bend without crashing. A lot of people, when they sat down, they just like they get to the first bend and they just like drive directly into the wall in front of them. I was like, okay, well, At least I got past that part. Ronan would like to be let in the room, but that's too bad. Yeah, level up. Alright, what are we spending this on? Let me stealth while I'm tapped out. Why is... Okay, so I have like a guide for leveling the rogue, and it's just a picture of like a dead orc. I don't know why. Alright, talents. That's not what I'm doing. Leveling. Wait, why isn't it telling me? Oh, is this one it? This build, okay. Combat is the best leveling spec for rogue. So we get 2. And then improved sinister strike. Okay, we have that. Then we get improved gouge. Okay. There we go. Oh, there's a bender here. Good. We can get some fish. Very brave souls doing Pyrewood Village. Anybody want to do it? I feel like, would you like to die? I did that on not the hardcore server on my warlock, and it was... Even with like a whole group of people were still dying. It was it's rough. People have to be extremely aware of their surroundings to do that place, because stuff just like respawns really weird. Or like there's a lot of patrols that like come in and out of the houses and like just patrol up and down the roads, and it just gets bad really fast. Yes, I still stream. I had a long week. The cat definitely dead. Yeah, Robin. Dead like Sir Thickums. Long gone. I'm just kidding, he's not actually dead. He's fine. He's screaming outside my door. Can I cook this? Is this still... Okay. I'd kind of rather cook the one that gives me stats, but I don't have any spices, so we're just gonna use this one. Gives me stats anyway. Or gives me more cooking skill anyway. I've been, I don't know, sometimes you're just like tired. You don't have the will to do anything, like even play video games. You just end up like watching really weird videos about things that don't matter. Like I think I spent, like after I came back from that Christmas party, I just spent the rest of the night like watching videos of pets being groomed. I don't know why. Ronak. Wait, I can't read it. Community, that's why I'm streaming while on a Sunday, which is Valheim Day, a game everyone loves, also short. Look, I had planned to do Valheim, but sometimes plans change, you know? Sometimes you just don't want to do something. Could have just continued watching videos of animals being groomed. I don't know why it's so entertaining. I just like animals. And it's funny because the groomer will come in and she'll be like, all right, well, everybody kept turning away this giant dog because they're known to be kind of aggressive and also it's giant and like a bear. And then it's like super sweet and she doesn't have any problems with it. And then the next one is like, this is literally the most aggressive dog I've ever groomed in my life, and the dog is like this big. Just absolute monster. Yeah, I always feel like a lot of the big dogs end up being like pretty calm and like not aggressive. And then the tiny dogs are just like, this is actually a spawn of Satan. Oop. Did I miss it? I don't want to do too much fishing because I have like things on. Just want to get it up a little bit. Oh my god, I'm only at 23. I guess it was on my other character that I did the fishing on. Whoops. Go work on that. Where's my other weapon? I don't actually know like what speed dagger should be in what hand. Does it need? Alright, it does not explain at all about if I should have fast weapons or slow weapons and in which hand I should do it. So, yeah. That's why I started to have a show backup instead of just wasting an hour before bed on stupid YouTube videos. I don't know why, like all of your messages stop. It's small, and when it's angry, it's cute. Like, what damage can it really do? Oh, some pretty bad damage. They definitely have teeth. Oh, females? Oh, okay. Emotional damage. Yeah, the emotional damage is real. I feel like when you get attacked by a smaller animal or something that didn't like do a lot of damage, it's really just like you're upset because you're emotionally upset that the animal bit or scratched you. They're like, how dare you? I loved you. And this is what you do to me. I definitely felt that way with Shed. Oh wait, I'm gonna come out of stealth. Come here, bear. Time for a stab. Come here. Alright, I'll throw a dagger. He walked away. He was not impressed with my dagger stab dance. He just turned around and left. Yeah, but I would definitely get like scratched or bit by Shed, and I'm just like, why do you do this to me? And that would be very sad, and I would cry. Not because he like did like a shit ton of damage to me, just because I was upset that he did it. Poison. Ooh. Can I still keep eating if I get hit by poison? Looks like yes. I feel like in retail, if you take damage while you're eating, it makes you stop eating. Obviously, though, TBO, the solution is to just date a man. You know, just try something new. See if that works out for you. Find a man to play Psychonauts with you or something. Best thing about having a female cat is that when she gives birth, you can give her all the belly rubs you want. She will not scratch you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that changes. Well, I told you after He never scratched you if you tried to rub his belly, Ronan, but he would like keep moving until you weren't able to do it anymore. But after I went to Japan, the cat sitter rubbed his belly so much that he just kind of became desensitized to it, I guess. So now you can just rub his belly and he doesn't really care anymore. He would still prefer to be rubbed not there, but he won't like immediately like roll over when you try to touch his belly, so trauma. Yeah, the trauma that he went through, that he had a very loving cat sitter that made him fat and groomed him until he was bald and played with him for like an hour every day with her undivided attention. Truly a traumatic experience. I don't know how he had ever recovered from that. Oh, I think I can get that tin now. Give me that tin. I was really surprised at like the music that they had played at the event at the BMW place. It was like electronic covers of like movies or music from like the 70s to the 90s, and it was really horrible. I don't understand why they would play that music at all. It was like I'm trying to think of the songs. They even had like a live band playing like covers of them on top of the shitty electronic covers. Like Riders of the Storm, but like electronic, and then just a lot of other really fucking weird old music, like pop music. And it was supposed to be like a social event, you like talk to people or whatever, but it was so fucking loud that nobody could hear anything. Like people would introduce themselves and say their name like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, I'm sorry, I give up. I can't hear you over the music. I don't know what your name is. Like I'm done trying. So that was interesting. Like my voice is too tiny to be screaming over that stuff. Especially because like the music wasn't like the center point of the party either. It was just like background stuff. It wasn't like a concert or something. It was like a social event that had music at it. In this stream, we're used to trauma, no Subnautica, and even our Sunday Valheim dose of gone. It's alright. Sunday Valheim will return. It'll be okay. This is just a one-off. It's mainly because I didn't really get to play WoW all week, so I was kind of hungering for some WoW adventures. And I'm like really far behind because I'm such low level. I mean, like it's hard to say that I'm like behind because the whole thing with hardcore is that everybody's already always restarting all the time because they're always dying all the time. Oh, I see him. I see him. There he is. They're screaming, careful. No, goodbye. Do not run to me. Do not run to me, you piece of shit. Do not run to me. So lucky. Oh boy. This guy, he ends So he passed all around, and most people lose hardcore to that guy. He ran like straight into him too. He was just like bloop. But yeah, this is all like level 13s and stuff, and then there's just randomly a level skull elite that just wanders around and completely murders people. So stuff like that, I mean, if you've never played the game before, you're like, oh, all these areas. This isn't something in every zone either. This is something like specific to this undead zone. So you wouldn't even know it if you maybe had played the game but never played in this zone. Like if you played Alliance or something, or you played like orcs or trolls or tarns and just never came to here before. You would just be walking around and then just be killed by an elite. So there's a lot of stuff that's just like knowledge. I think a lot less of it is about skill. It's just about knowing what to expect. There's a lot of people over here. Yep. Thinking of going back home for the holidays? No, I looked into it, but it's like $2,000 to go back to the US, so I'm not doing that. I don't have that kind of money. I will be paying off the Japan trip still for a very long time, and also I have to move, so a lot of stuff going on. It's like even if I wanted to go, like I have to buy new furniture in February, so spending $2,000 to go back to the US and then having to move back and do like $5,000 deposit plus rent plus buying all new furniture. Like it's just no, I cannot afford that. Because deposits are like 3 months rent. Yeah, my strategy is always when I come over here is every once in a while I will do a target for him and then put a skull on his head so I can see him very visibly, very easily. But yeah, you have to pay the first month's rent and then you also have to do like 3 months deposit. And then there's nothing in the apartment. There's not even a like a washer. So I have to buy a washer, I have to buy desks, chairs, tables, everything. There's nothing in it. My addiction was City of Heroes. Welcome to Sam's Valheim stream. She's in a new home biome that looks like a well. I'm a forever supporter of WoW streams, yeah. You get into it if you tried, probably. I think a lot of people would. I think a lot of people would get into WoW if they played classic. Not retail. I don't think people would get into it if they played retail. But if they played classic, I think a lot of people would enjoy it. Miss Peter. The like original version of the game is just very like every level feels rewarding. When you kill just normal mobs, it feels like there's a sense of danger or challenge to it because you're not sure you're actually gonna make it, because things can hyper spawn, which was not really an issue in 20 years ago when the game first came out. It was kind of a newer issue because there's so many people playing that they kind of have to hyper spawn things, or there's just not enough mobs for people to attack and get their quests done and things. But you have to worry about things like hyper spawning on you. You have to worry about fighting things that are like higher level than you, things that are elite, even things that are your level, things that just have like weird spells. And then when you actually like complete something, it was challenging to do it, and you feel good about the reward you get because you might have that item for, you know, like 10 levels or more. And WoW, it's like, okay, well, I gained 10 levels in half an hour and I replaced the same bracer every single level every time I did something. So it doesn't feel like there's any accomplishment, or like getting new gear doesn't feel good because you immediately replace it. Getting new spells that you feel like you get like significant like power increases for actually gaining a level. And like getting things like gouge or getting things like sprint, evasion, like this huge boost to your character, so that stuff actually feels good. And leveling is just like something that happens in retail. It's that you're not really playing retail WoW to level, you're playing retail WoW to do the end game. And classic is more about the experience when you're leveling. Really need some bigger bags. I got super lucky that this character had 4 bags, like basically immediately. Like by level 2, I already had 2 bags. I don't know how that happened. And then I pretty much got the other ones right away too, just off of drops. And there's so many people that like get to level 20 and they're like, I literally didn't even have a single bag drop. So there he is. Oop. That was a lot. You know, it's the addiction talking. Yeah, I hope I don't have to move for a while either after this, but I couldn't get enough of it, so I have 2 accounts now. I played daily for 7 years, yep. I missed COH, it was good. I was a scrub, never reached max level, but it was so fun. Oh, City of Heroes. It's back, Google City of Heroes Homecoming. Oh, okay. Fan-made one? Valheim, okay. Oh, Elder Scrolls? Yeah. I always, like, wanted to try it, but then I felt like because it had been around for so long that it was too late, or because I play WoW, I just felt like I couldn't do both. It's really hard to play 2 MMOs, especially if there's a subscription to them. Like if it was another MMO and there isn't like a subscription, it's not as bad, but it feels hard to justify paying a sub to 2 different MMOs, because like you're not going to be playing them equally, most likely. But yeah, I was able to talk to my landlord and he said I could move out a little bit, like a couple days later, in exchange for hiring like a professional cleaner. Because apparently his girlfriend's allergic to cats. So it was actually kind of interesting that he let me have a cat. A lot of apartment landlords, they don't let you own pets. They're not allowed to say that you're not allowed to have pets, but they do. So if there was any person that would be like, you can't have pets here, it would be mine, because this place was fully furnished with their furniture that they want to live here in, and they're allergic to cats, and they still let me have a cat. And I'm like, everybody else doesn't want pets in their house, and it's completely unfurnished, and they're never going to live there. And they're like, absolutely not. Can you have a pet in this place with wood floors and nothing for them to damage? I'm just like, well, why? That makes no sense. Like, you're just a bad person. I just don't like you. Like, why won't you let people have animals? That's so rude. Like, this does not impact you in any way. Just animal haters, you know? Inventory full. Yeah, I need to go like to the city. I got a train anyway. I thought about trying ESO a bunch of times. The fact that every class can fill all 3 roles is massively appealing. Yeah, that does sound pretty good. WoW has a really bad issue with like not having enough tanks and healers, and also people being pretty nasty to tanks and healers. Ooh, someone got to 60. Big Bad Mojo hit level 60. Nice. Only Fens? What? I can't dedicate my time to ESO like I was. Yeah. Knowing Bethesda, it won't be hard to get into. Stupid keyboard. So, yeah, they're letting me move out a little bit later to do that, because the other one that I went to, she was like, the current tenants are supposed to move out the last day of January, so which meant I couldn't move in until February. And she's like, I'd like you to be my new tenant, but I have to wait for a contract date, like for when you can move in, until we know when the other tenant is actually moving out. And like the same day that I figured out that I could move out later, she messaged me and she's like, yeah, they can't move out until the 31st anyway. So it was good that my landlord let me move out later, because I wouldn't be getting that one. I mean, I don't still have the contract signed, so like it's not set in stone yet, but she did send me a contract. It's just not signed yet. It's kind of crazy the way that like renting works, as far as the, do I need spider acre for anything? I don't know what I need that for. How renting works as far as like rental increases every year, because a lot of them have like an index agreement where the price goes up every year. So like looking at the contract, I think if I like had stayed in the if I stay in the apartment until like 2040, by that year my rent would be almost $3,000 a month. It would increase to like almost double what it is if I just stay in that apartment. So like they already know how much they're like charging me in that amount of time. I only have to stay there for 2 years, but I can continue to stay there, and they already have printed out how much I need to pay if I stay there up until that date. And I'm just like, most people in Germany rent, they don't own their houses. So I'm just like wondering how like old people do it. Or if maybe they're able to find houses that don't have this type of agreement somehow. I don't know how, but maybe they're able to find it. I can't imagine being like 70 years old and being like, all right, gotta move again because my rent is now double what it was just because I stayed here instead of moving. Like the apartment doesn't actually cost that much. They won't be able to rent it out for that price, but I have to leave anyway because the rent just goes up every year. But there's like no way that in less than 20 years suddenly a 1-bedroom apartment turns into a $3,000 apartment now that it's 20 years old. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Really weird. But it would kind of like force old people constantly move even though they don't have the resources to do it or like the energy or strength to do it themselves. Alright, where is... Let's go to the gallows then. That's not really where I want to go. I guess I'll make my hearth down here. Yeah, that does suck. I mean, it was like that in the US. Like, my apartments, they would... Wait, which one is the... It's a miner. There is... the Hearthstone guy. Blacksmith. Are they up here? Did I miss them? Oh, he's in front. In the US, you would rent your apartment, and then every year when your lease was about, like a little bit before your lease was about to expire, they would send you a letter and they're like, would you like to renew? Your rent is going up this month, this much. So you either accept that the rent increase or you just let your lease lapse and you move out. So I mean, it was kind of the same thing there. And eventually, I guess it just gets to a point where you have to leave. Like, you can't afford the rental increases, even though that's not actually what the market rate is. Because it just gets so high that, like, you're forced to move out and move into a different apartment that is exactly, like, basically the same, but half the price because you've just been in the same place for so long. I mean, you remember the side plot in the God... No. No. With the woman that did not want to move because all her friends were there, and the issue was started because of a pet dog? No, wait a minute. You remember that side plot? And I was like, no. No, definitely not. Good one, though. You almost got me. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. One of the people in my campaign just sent a picture and it's like when the wizard multi-classes into a bard and it's like a lady that's dressed up like Gandalf, but then she's lying on a bench and she has like her legs up. There's like fishnet stockings with high heels. I was like, so that's what Gandalf has underneath there. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I got too much shit in my bags. We gotta clean this up. I have so many completed. Do they all go here? A lot of engineering stuff. Let's see. I don't know if I can do anything with this stuff, but we'll pull it out. Oh my god. We also speaking of pull it out, we had quite the issue trying to get anything done in D&D because every time somebody said something, it was some type of innuendo about pulling it out, and we just couldn't get anything done. I thought the one girl was gonna die. She was laughing so hard. She was just like in the corner. like catatonic, unable to move because she was just fucking laughing so hard about all the dick jokes. It was quite the night. Oops, oops, oops. At some point, I might start just inventing stuff. You know, like you remember that one time in Finding Nemo when he took the red pill? You're like, yes, I remember that. Absolutely. Copper tube. Oops. Okay, I don't know if I need this other stuff. Well, that came out of nowhere. Wait. It was always like, no matter what anybody said, they like couldn't frame what they were saying in a way that wasn't a dick joke. Oh my god. It's funny in some situations because like usually the person trying to do it is he's like a giant minotaur and like he gets really into like his role play. Like out of everybody in the group, he does the most for his role play. So he's very like serious when he's doing it. But he's also again a minotaur and he's only wearing like a loincloth. So he'll be like, I take out my giant he's like I whip out my giant and we're just she's already dead at this point. Like we haven't even like she hasn't even like continued. He's like trying to cast this like fancy spell for the first time. It's like golden thing and he's not a native English speaker, so he's like struggling to think of the word in English. And it's just making it worse because he doesn't actually know what he's whipping out. But it was a good time. It was funny. Also the one girl, she does. Wait, why do I have more stuff to hand in? The one girl doesn't know what BBC means, and we are the name of our group in the game is the Bloody Badgers. So when she does a recap for the week, for like our last session, she decided to do it as like an editorial, like kind of like a funny editorial thing. And she named it BBC, like the same way like the British, whatever the fuck. I don't actually know what it stands for. The news company. So she named it after that. But everybody else in the group does not think of the BBC as that. They think of it as the American thing. And everybody in the group knew this except for her because she's younger. And also she's from Ukraine, so it's a very American thing. And very old. So, so the 1 week, or 2 weeks she was out, the other guy in the group was writing the BBC review for her. And every time he would be like, the BBC always making sure to leave you satisfied. And like he would always write shit like that in the editorial. So all of us are like fucking laughing our asses off. And then I was like, wait, there's no way that you don't know that this means that. Because nobody had ever said anything. We never made any comment about it. And finally I was like, but it was so like, it was too obvious. I was like, this has to be that. And then he's like, yes, of course. He's like, I've been making jokes about it this whole time. I was like, okay, thank goodness. I was like, because I thought so, but I wasn't sure if other people knew what that was, not being from America, because like it's English words. So the girl is like, are you kidding me? She's like, you ruined it. Just like, you guys made it dirty and perverted. You ruined. I was just like, I felt bad because it's like the youngest person in the group. And it's just like, you made my newsletter perverted. I'm like, oh my god. It was funny though. And then everybody just shared like 10 million dick jokes for the next week after that. And then when she did the next review, she made very sure to explicitly just write out the entire thing. And she's like, no more acronyms or I'm killing your character in the game. It was a fun time. Yeah, it was a cultural sharing experience, you know? You gotta share the culture for our diverse group of friends about the BBC. Oh my god. I felt even worse afterward though because the one girl is like really, really busy, so she doesn't really look at the channel until like the day of our event. And we put the entire thing in session notes, so she had to go back through like this giant fucking thing of dick jokes to get to the session notes for the campaign. Good people. Alright, nothing else to sell. D&D's fun. It's a good time. Just gotta whip out your giant golden corn and summon the naked lady. Chanting. It's herbalism. Okay. What do we got over here? I think it's down and underneath. Reminds me of this meme. I put it in Discord. Alright, what did you put in here? Fox News talking about foxes. Sky News talking about the sky. BBC News. I have to share that with her. Yes. That's perfect. That's exactly what happened. But she just didn't know that was I'm curious as to how like, cause that's like really old, right? So I'm just curious how something like that transcends American culture and just becomes something that everybody knows, because that only works for like English words. Like whatever that is in a different language, like would be different letters and you couldn't use that acronym. So I'm just curious how how that became so popular that a person from Croatia, a person from Greece, a person from Brazil, like they all knew what that meant. Oh god. Strange how that stuff happens. When do I get poisons? I don't actually know. You a poisoner? Chemist Bewley. Herbert Halsey. My brother and I have dedicated ourselves to Sylvana. So no, we found the simp. She is our beacon of light when times are darkest. We sacrifice ourselves day in and day out to ensure our kind overcome the destiny that's chosen us. We will not remain weak. We will take that which is owed to us. We will return tenfold in the pain that was done to us, and we shall do so with smiles on our faces. I don't think you can smile. Is that a smile? I think you're kind of a liar. Do you have a smile? I can't even see your mouth. Your mouth is covered. I just like how he's like, we'll do it with a smile on our face, but he like literally has like a disconnected jaw and cannot smile. Wait, I don't know which one is his brother. If it's this one, he literally he literally doesn't have a jaw. It's just gone. He's just a hanging tongue. You know? I don't think you can smile. Maybe he's smiling, you know, like if you look at it like this. Like maybe that counts as a smile. Degen internet culture, yeah. That's what I heard. Not that I know any of that. Yeah, of course not. Of course you are a pure soul and don't know anything about the degen internet culture. Or anything like those degen Skyrim mods. Definitely don't know anything about that. Who that? Oh, they died. What did you die to? How are you dead here? Oops. How did you die? Here. There's nothing here. Who did you die to? It's alchemy. This is the guy that I pretended. Wait, what are they doing? Well, that is just not right. The creature is far too small. Let us see what Keever's third batch will do. Apothecary Keever feeds the squirrel some of the viscous fluid. Okay, we're doing animal experimentation down there, apparently. Okay. We need engineering. Yes, right here. It's definitely ballsy doing Ragefire Chasm level 14. Alright, journeyman engineer. I'm ready for greater things. Well, I still have to find a rogue trainer. Okay, they're up there. Okay, what can I make? I'll think about it. Course blasting powder. Crude scopes. Boomsticks. Vendor. I don't really know which one I'm supposed to make. Ooh, I guess we'll make these scopes. I didn't bring any copper bars over with me. Oh, I can make some. I thought I had like a whole bunch of copper bars, but maybe not. Alright, we'll do that. Okay, while smelting, I guess I will do my break, so I will be right back, guys. Okie dokie. That is certainly a heck joke. Thank you, Seal. This one. Yeah, so I speaking of the heck jokes there, the party I went to yesterday, I had one of the drinks and it was like open bar and they were like, it was supposed to be a gin drink. And I was saying to someone, I was like, oh, I feel like there's basically nothing in here. It was just like ginger beer and couldn't really taste any alcohol. And he's like, well, it had to be at least 50% gin. And I was like, what? He's like, well, because it's ginger. And I'm like, oh my god. Like, I need to just walk away. Oh my god. Holy shit. Actual dad joke in real life, out in the wild. Can't deal with this. Alright, but I did end up getting, as a present, this stuff. Can you see? Huh? But it's, Serbian plum brandy. And, I will be making some weird faces for this drink because it is very strong and you don't put it in anything, you just drink it straight. So I will be dying on camera. Not really, but like figuratively. Oh man. It's a very spicy, not spicy, but like spicy to drink. I will make some faces. Please don't be insensitive about the drinking problem. Okay. It's an intense drink. I had water, but now I have brandy, so. Also, if you redeem a women are always dehydrated, it will not be water, it will be brandy. So I will not be chugging that. It's tough. Disable that video. The thing is that it does taste good, but it just like it burns. It like burns a lot. But the flavor is like a pixie stick. So like the taste is good, the aftertaste is good, but the sensation is pretty rough. And I'm not normally the type of person that would drink like a glass of scotch or whiskey or anything like that, so I usually either have beer or I have mixers for my alcohol, so it kind of feels like trying to sip vodka, which is also not a thing I do. Alright, I guess we will try to do the ones that still require copper because these will be the next level. What about copper bolts? Don't give me anything anymore. I want to be making bronze. Weak flux. We can do that. I gotta make sure I can like buy my spells. Let me make sure I can get my spells actually. I only have 30 silver, so. Oh my god. It's great. Oh no. I'm not having enough for a Sinister Strike. Too broke.
I'm listening.
What can I sell? I guess this. I don't really want to sell all of these because I'll probably need them. Sell a crude scope. Okay, so I'm not actually going to be able to level too much more because I don't have enough money to level. I also ran out of linen cloth for those, so. Yeah. It requires 85. What am I at? 82. Oh, I'm so close to it. Wait, what do I get at 85? Target dummies. Target dummies are like the good things too. Because you like drop these to make sure you don't die. So I actually want to get that as soon as possible, but I'm too fucking broke right now. So.
No.
Alright, we got 60 copper to my name. We are the worst rogue. I'm pretty sure there's a macro to pickpocket people while you attack. I really need to get that. The thing is, it's so hard to stealth to fight things because there's just too many people around, and your stealth is so bad in Classic that it takes like such a long time to circle around to get behind them to like actually pickpocket them. That somebody usually hits them by the time you're doing it. Until you get like distract or something. Yeah, we want to do a pickpocket macro. What do I have? I don't see the macro. Maybe this one? We don't want cheap shot because I don't think I have that yet. Do we use expose armor? I don't even know if we use that. Garrett's only in stealth. Combat, backstab. We're rich yet. 60 copper, we're the richest. It's not showing me. We'll just modify this one then. So I wrote backstab and then I was like, instead of writing pickpocket, I'll just abbreviate it, but then we got to PP, so we're back to BBC again. Backstab PP, please. Oh my god. Okay, so I guess there isn't anything actually special, it just cast them in a row. Wonderful. Okay. It's fucking funny though. Jesus Christ. Phone has been removed violently. Okay, we're too poor to continue my engineering. We'll have to leave off my trade till it makes some more money. I think between like first aid and the amount of materials I had to buy from a vendor, because like 1 silver per item is pretty steep at this level to like get a level. But should be fine after I hand in some of these next quests. I guess I could have sold this Sengen root. That's the only high level healing I have right now. See, I don't think I'm really using the blasting powder for anything else. Copper bomb, not really. I don't think I need this, actually. Whoa, it's not worth anything. Okay. Just put it away then. Spoon. Right. Oh, I had some weak flux over here I could have used. Damn. Alright. All this stuff away. I don't think I can use any of that for anything. I don't have any spices for this. I think I can still make it though. Nope, this side.
Hello.
Oh man, I can't. I can't level up my cooking either. Damn. Oop. What if I like get rid of like half of these? Need spices. We are ultra poor. How did this happen? I didn't even buy anything. Ooh. Oh. Oh man, I'm max cooking too. I can't even cook anything else until I train that. You know why you're telling me that making dino nuggies in the air fryer does not make you a great chef? Unfortunately not. I would be quite the chef if it did count though. But unfortunately I don't think it counts. It's a cruel, cruel world. Alright. Let me check my mail. What do I got in the mail? My mythic team on retail has decided that they're taking a break until January, so we'll not be doing mythic raiding for a while. Alright, and then we can just hearth back. As I said, my hearth there. It looks like he's jamming out to the song. Undead have the best dance. Maybe this like just jamming out. This is me at all the concerts. Real life replay. Let's see. I'm great. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. I do have your supplies, Podrig. Is that how I should greet people in Germany? So I just walk up and be like, I don't know how they'll respond to this. It's hard to choose between playing the male and female undead because I like the female ones, but the undead males just have the best dance in the game and the best casting. Like, look the way that... This is not a caster, but they just look cool when they're casting. Alright, we have to go to the Decrepit Fairy. This seems like a trap. I'm only level 14. We're not going to do that. We have to kill some gluttons. We can do that. The background music fits the undead vibe too perfectly, yeah. I was thinking that's why I just like stopped and started dancing. I'm like, I know the breakdown is coming. This is a good time to put my dance to use. You play WoW, Ungrave? Or Ungrave? Do you pronounce it grave or gravy? Like, because there's a lot of E's. Oh, he is over here. Oh boy, he almost got me. I was gonna go I was gonna go get that tin vein. But he's patrolling it. Look at these other ones. I just had a feeling, you know, that he would be over here. Will you get away from the tin? I want it. Get out of here. Move your butt. I initially have it as gravy, but I did grave, but it's either or. Okay. My undead was killed right around this area too the other day by the Son of Arugal, or where did you die to? He won't leave. I just want this tin. I need it. Tin is over here. Alright, now's my chance. Now's the chance. Oh. Oh, ripperonis. Bye. Your death was not in vain. It was in the tin vein. I did grave. I had a joke about this, but I think it would be too great. Oh my god. We're all making really horrible puns right now. You didn't die in vain because I got the tin vein. You did grave. We all turned into 40-year-old dads right there. That's the second person I've seen in like half an hour get attacked by him. The other person lived somehow. I don't know how they lived, but they did. Oh, that's like in a weird place. I don't think I'm gonna get that. Can I reach it? I don't give a shit. Whatever. I'm going over here. What's the highest level you've gotten up to on hardcore so far? I played hardcore like the first time it came out. And I think like 22 was the highest I got. I didn't die, I just stopped playing. But hopefully we can get higher this time. Did he come back? He's not over here. He's over there. Someone whispered me that Son's next to me. Is there a second one? Is there two suns? How is he over here? He just was over there. See, like, despawn? Oh my god. I don't understand how he ended up in front of me. He was just behind me on the other side of the river. I've never seen that happen before. I don't understand that pathing, how he got over here. He was literally just on the other side of the bridge, all the way over there. How did he get in front of me up here? If somebody whispered me to be careful, and it's a good thing he did, because I literally would have died. Thinking he was behind me. Oh my god. 8? I just hopped on it earlier this week. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I had him marked on the other side of the bridge. And we just watched him kill that person. I walked to the other side of the bridge, and then he was in front of me without a marker anymore. That's really weird. I don't understand that. The good thing that person whispered. That was very nice. I would have walked right into him, thinking that I had him marked behind me. I play more retail than anything, but I'm loving hardcore. Yeah, I mainly play retail. I was doing mythic raiding. They just decided to take a break for the holidays, but so I normally do retail, but hardcore's fun. I like classic. I guess for anybody new that's in here, it's Brandy. That's what all the weird faces are. I'm sorry. is tough to drink. It's like drinking liquid fire. This person is like, I don't know. He's always where I am. I don't know how. I just ran to somewhere else to finish a quest 500 meters, and he's gonna be here soon. This poor person. He said, when I'm level 45, I'm gonna come up here and fuck him up. He's gonna come back at 45 just for revenge. Get back at him. Why can you guys not path right on top of each other? That would be great. Throwing dagger. I'll kill the bear first. Come here, Mr. Bear. Use these potions while I got them. They're not going to be super useful the higher level I get anyway. Do you have like a certain class that you play on retail, or do you kind of play everything? That person that was messaging me about how he's always where he is. He messaged me. He just messaged me again. He's like, I'm dead. Oh my god. He's like, never mind, I lived on 1 HP. Oh my god. This is great. This is why hardcore is the best. Oh my god. This expansion I'm running Fury Warrior. I like running Rogue and Hunter, but Warrior just slaps. Yeah, I definitely had seen Fury slapping. Do PvP. I feel like they've been really good for PvP. I decided to try and make a Drakthir one, which has been pretty fun. Being a Drakthir warrior is interesting. Being able to like flap around and stuff. Although I already have two other ones. I have a orc one and a human one too, but since they let Drakthir be a whole bunch of races, I was like, I feel like a warrior would be interesting as a Drakthir. He's like, so Arugal just killed someone in front of me. Arugal was racking up fucking numbers and I. Racking up those dishonorable kills. Although I would say for retail, Hunter is also like fucking crazy for PvP. I feel like Beastmaster is just insane. And there's also like there was a bug about how big their pets were in Arena. And even if the bug is gone, it's just like fighting against them. It seems like their pets are just so fucking huge and there's so many of them. You're like, all right, where is me and where is everybody else? Because I can't see anything except for all of these pets. But for retail, I just literally play everything. And I have like two of everything. I've been slowly leveling them all. The anniversary event plus like all the other events that were going on that were giving like extra XP just made it super easy to level everything. These gluttons are being pretty gluttonous with their shackles. They're not giving them up here. This person named their Tauren HPV warts. I can't even imagine what would possess you to name your character that. Oh, that is some certain level of derangement. Can't find any of these guys. Where are you at? Like, there's more down here, but that's where the Son of Arugal is, and apparently, what is this? Let's see. I just gotta keep pressing it every once in a while. I'm so worried that he's gonna pop up. Let's see. Yeah, the best I can do is just to like kind of yell out if I see him, try to save some other people from it. The thing is, like, a lot of people will yell that like he's coming and then run face first into him. I'm just like, ah. Like, somebody literally just yelled about this, and you're like, where? Is you running directly into him? It's the best way to do it. Oh my god. Whoop. And like the stealth doesn't really help that much against something that's that higher level than you. It only helps a little bit. And he walks so slow that he just walks faster than you anyway. But yeah, I do feel like he's doing some weird stuff tonight. He's just kind of getting around and ahead of me somehow. Hunting cloak. Is that better? Ooh, upgrade. I have to do the hunting. I can't be the hunted. We gotta stop letting Arugal hunt me. He does tend to wander back in this direction, so we'll see how this goes. I was in combat a lot sooner than I thought I would be, and I thought that I got attacked by him somehow without seeing him. Scared me for a second. Yeah, they wanted to group up, and it's not that I don't want to group with people, it's just that this is a pickup quest, and I've killed how many of these and gotten 0 pickups so far, so it's just gonna make it take twice as long. Yeah, like stuff like this that you don't know. You just expect things to just be standing there wandering back and forth, and then this one just randomly like runs out from way back there. A lot of weird stuff that happens. Oof. Alright, let's see if we can pickpocket some of these guys. The last one gave me a spoon. A bent spoon. It's not like really what I'm looking for, you know? It's so hard to get behind them. They just like randomly turn. Alright, still not here. Gina is dead. Lily 5. Do you think this is their 5th mage? I just assume anybody with a number in their name is somebody that's died that many times. Man, a lot of misses going on there. I'm already sad in the future for when I inevitably die. Whoa, what are you doing? Get out of here. Rude. I was already using that one. That is the worst etiquette ever. You don't come up and take somebody's mining node when they're using it. I'm hitting 60. I don't think that I'm gonna hit 60 on the first try, especially on a rogue, because rogue is not something that I really have a lot of experience on, as far as like classic. Back in the day, I had a rogue, but it was a twink, so I had it, the XP turned off at 19, and I just did battlegrounds at 19, and that's the only thing I did on the rogue, so I don't really know what rogue is like much further beyond that. I did play the Season of Mastery, not Discovery, Season of Mastery to like level 40 on a rogue, but that was on Alliance. So I don't know what the quests are like on the Horde side. And I definitely died a lot on that character. "21 days? Oh my god, it's a long time. Damn. And I've accomplished so much mental damage and trauma in that time. Your worldview of building houses is now permanently skewed. I'm on gravy too, so you're already doing better than me. I feel like it's tough if you haven't done a lot of just like playing classic normally. Or if you're trying a class that you didn't play on classic, or playing on the faction you haven't played on, and you don't have any knowledge of the areas, it's very difficult. But I really think like some of the worst ones are not the things that are people's fault. Like stuff like hyper spawning on top of you kind of like fucking sucks. It's like you walk into an area and you like there's nothing there, and then suddenly like an entire camp spawns on top of you. Like that's kind of fucked up. Or some people who like get disconnected. I think that's pretty fucked up too, that they lose their character to a disconnect. I see too many people die to disconnect. I would figure that like Blizzard would try to do a better job with making sure that connection to the server is like stable for people, especially in the hardcore. Because I think a lot of people, I think a lot of new people are playing hardcore, people that don't play WoW. And like, they start playing the game, and if you get to like a pretty high level on a character and then you lose it because you disconnected, like, you might just not play WoW anymore after that. You're just like, I'm done. Like, I can't even, like, I'm just losing progress because they can't keep me connected to the server. No, I'm totally fine. All the voices in my head also agree. Yeah, they also agree that I am definitely the best builder in Valheim as well, I'm sure. They should agree by now. That's what I've been trying to condition them to think anyway. But I did level character all the way up to 60 in the re-release. And then I leveled a character to 70 in TBC, and then I kind of stopped like a week or two after Wrath launched. So I like kind of remember some things a little bit better maybe. Online games would be great without the people. MMOs without the M part. Let me go sell some junk. A lot of people hitting 60 tonight. I think that was like the third or fourth 60 I saw hit tonight. Pretty nice. But I think a lot of the people who hit 60 have had multiple, like, just keep remaking the same character and have done it several times and have gotten to like the higher levels several times. Because for me, I feel like I know a lot of the areas up to like level 30. I'm like pretty familiar with all of them, but beyond that, like way back in vanilla, I had plenty of characters like up to level 30, and then I only had one character that was level 60 by the time TBC came out. So I had like way more familiarity in the lower level zones, and not as much with the higher level ones. So I feel like once I hit that 30 level mark, that is definitely gonna be more difficult because I don't have as much knowledge of those areas. Would like to train with bows. I don't know if I need spider acre for anything. And I also played Season of Discovery quite a bit, so that I only played the first season though, so again that was like to level 20 or 30 or something. I don't need this. Bear meat. And spring. Okay. I have not seen him again. Ooh, floating debris. This usually has some junk in it that I can use. I grew up playing Hunter and Rogue during Vanilla and TBC. Okay, hold on, let me look at this fishing bobber. I don't want my fish to get away. My parents didn't want to do the subscription, so I only had a trial account and had to run on private servers to experience WoW. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, it was a pretty like tough sell for a lot of people to get their parents to pay for WoW back in the day. Like me and my brother could not have our own. So obviously I just always took the computer from him. Or if we weren't playing WoW, we were doing Warcraft 3. and we were supposed to like switch the computers or switch who was on the computer after every game. And then I would like when he wasn't in the room, I would just start a new game. He would come in and be like, "Are you done the game yet?" And I was like, "No, it's still the same game." And it would be like a completely different anime that wasn't playing the same race or the same map or anything. And he'd be like, "You're not even on the same game. You played another one." I'm like, "No, it's definitely the same one. I don't know what you're talking about." Yeah, having a shared computer with a sibling was definitely an adventure. Oh, another 60. Yeah, there's a lot of people hitting 60 tonight. Mana potion, we do not need that. We don't need this. Oh, I don't want to actually cook those because I don't get any skill for that. It's a canon event. Get these daggers back on. But yeah, it'll definitely be interesting once I can actually hit a higher level. I get the other thing is that like that made me not want to do the hardcore as much the first time around. Is because well, this time what makes me want to do it, I guess I should say, is that the character can be transferred to the normal realm after you die, like just automatically. So it doesn't feel like wasted time. Like if this character dies at some point, it just means that I now have a character on the normal server that I can continue leveling and just play that because I am already playing on the normal server also. So, but technically, I think they only go to the PvE server. I'm playing on the PvP one, but the other character I have. So far, to me, it kind of seems like they made the right call doing just one server for all of them because all of the servers feel like full and everything. I really feel like you know they've re-released so many times that like maybe they're figuring some things out finally. Uh, but they always end up in a situation where there's one dead server and then people have to pay to move off or like they stop playing because their server's dead. And just having the one makes it the server feel very alive. Now that I guess they finally have the tech to do that. Oh, you didn't know that the characters move off the server? Yeah, you can they go to the PvE server if they die. Because that was the thing, like I was playing the solo Southbound version. So it was on like Bloodsail Buccaneers or something, which was an RP server. And everybody who played on that server, it was just a normal RP server. But anybody that played on it all had an add-on activated for solo self-found, which meant that you could not group with people, you cannot, aside from doing like a dungeon one time, like you could go into a dungeon one time and that was it. You weren't allowed to go back in it again. You couldn't dungeon spam. You couldn't group for quests. You couldn't use the auction house. You couldn't use the mailbox. And it was definitely very challenging that way. And that was the one that I got to like level 22 when I stopped playing. But the thing was, if you ever died at any point, nothing like permanently kept your character dead, but your run was over, and now you were playing a normal character on the RP people's server, and not like a serious server. So you were kind of in a shitty situation. Like all the people that were playing on that server normally, like all the RPers playing normally on the RP server, were really mad that the hardcore people chose that server to do hardcore on because they said it was like fucking up their like economy and stuff. Or they couldn't get anything done because nobody would group with them, and they would like take quest mobs and not share because they weren't allowed to be in a group. So it just made it like very difficult for the normal populace of that server to play the way that they wanted to. So if your character died after you failed and still was self-found, you still had a character there, but it was kind of a shit server to play on after you died. Like, this is not working very well. Like, it's not actually pickpocketing him. Because I have it macroed in to pickpocket, but he didn't give me anything. I don't know if he just didn't have anything, but it didn't say, like, he doesn't have any pockets or anything. He just didn't give me anything. Whew. Alrighty. That's so spicy. That made my eyes water. Oh my god. Oops. I gotta get going. Good luck with the stream. I'll catch you later. Alright, thanks for the follow. I'll see you later, Gravy. Have a good night. I'm always nervous he's gonna be here. Oh, he is here. He's coming. Alright, he's going that way, so I'm going this way. Getting out of Dodge. These guys just are not dropping any shackles. Yeah, this would have taken like 10 million years with that other guy. I still only have one. Yeah, when I looked it up, it said all you had to do was just macro and pickpocket first, but... Alright, this one said there's no pockets to pick. But I definitely did pick the pockets on one of them. He gave me a spoon. I mean, it was a shitty spoon, but it was a spoon. I don't know how I got that. None of these other ones have given me anything. Pretty tough. They're all just these ones. I already have all their shackles. The ones that I only needed 3 of dropped like immediately, but the ones that I need 6 of, they're like absolutely not. I will never give up my shackles. I am my shackles. Fucking Illidan edgelords of Moonragers. Alright, hopefully Arugal does not randomly transport in front of me after pathing in the other direction. Because that would definitely suck. I'll have to figure out later which dagger I should actually have in my main hand. I should have the slow one or the fast one. Yeah, there's like a lot of things about the game that somebody that's new to it wouldn't really know or like would not really understand. And I think they hit that mark around when, if you're playing on Horde, after you finish Duratar and you go into the Barrens, a lot of people get a new weapon around that time. And then like they'll go to attack a Zevra or a Plane Strider along the way as soon as they get into the Barrens with their new weapon, and don't realize that they have weapon skill, and don't realize why they're dying to a Zevra that is the same level as them, because they have no weapon skill and it's just parrying and dodging everything, and you can't actually hit it until you get weapon skill. So like if you've never played the game before, you don't really understand that that was something that was happening maybe. I feel like I even knew that when I started playing the game, but maybe I didn't, I don't know. Because like when you're fighting, I mean, if you're not paying attention, maybe you wouldn't know, but I feel like if you're paying attention, you would see that you have weapon skill. See that that's changing. But yeah, you'll have these skills. And you can click on them and it tells you what it does. But people will come in and they'll be like, all right, I'm gonna use two-handed axe now, and then they have 0 skill in it. It's just like 1. So they have no, like, 0 chance to hit with their weapon. They're just getting fucking pummeled. Slowly dying, not understanding why they can't hit anything. But it's something that I think is very unique to this game. I don't really know any other games that, like, you would just miss. I guess a game like Valheim even has skill, but you still hit with the weapon, it just doesn't do as much damage. It's very busy around here tonight. I guess it's the thing with the hardcore realm is there's always people with these lower levels playing in these areas. I wonder how crowded like some of the higher level zones are though. Like how many people actually manage to make it there. Who's in the 40 to 50 bracket? Not that many. Definitely like skipped off. What if I only do 40? Maybe it's only show. Okay, never mind. I thought it was just showing me there was only 2 of them. There's actually quite a few people at those higher brackets. I think the thing for Rogue is that they have a lot of tools to keep themselves alive, but you have to make sure you enter those situations that are dangerous with your cooldowns up. With your cooldowns, you can survive a lot. Without your cooldowns, you could just die to something stupid very easily. But yeah, like evasion is a pretty damn strong defensive cooldown, and then just being able to like sprint away is also pretty like just gouge and sprint like will save you from so much stuff. I think there's like some mobs in the game that are immune to that, and there's also the bad situations where maybe they resist. It's the same thing for like a mage. Like you can level faster by AoE farming, and a lot of people think that it's fun to AoE farm. But all it takes is one bad Frost Nova, and you're starting over again. I still can't believe I logged out in the middle of the forest. I didn't log out before I could get some rested experience. Why did I do this to myself? I got a lot of cloaks. What's up here? I'm not having much luck with these shackles. Killed like 20 of them and got 2. Why does his health bar not show? I don't understand, like, I have all their nameplates like turned on and have like always show and everything. It's like some people can see their normal name from really far away, but I can't see it for some reason. It only shows up when they're pretty close, even though I have them turned on. Like this sometimes you'll just get really unlucky and it's just like parry, 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 parry. Like it is definitely pressing pickpocket, but I'm just not getting anything. Because they just told me no pockets to pick on the warg too, so I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, Mr. Bear. Give me a level. Level me up. Let's get 2 levels. Oh my god. What is that? I got 113 experience. Let me get this. No, this still gives me mining levels. I wasn't sure if it would because the smelting was not giving me levels anymore. Ding! Alright, we got 15. Oh my god, I still have 12 minutes on that? Jeez. Over here. I haven't really had to use gouge yet. A lot of people get that and then they're just like immediately using that. I haven't really had a need for it so far. Luckily. That is definitely one of the main defensives for you. This is the oh shit button, I'm getting out of here. I think the only one that I tried hardcore on like the solo self-found version like a while back, on a couple of different classes. And I think the only one I had actually died on was a shaman. Unfortunately. I feel like out of all the classes in the game, the thing that seems to me to get resisted the most is Earth Shock and like nature spells. So lightning bolts, Earth Shock, those type of thing. It always seems like that shit is resisted. And it's so bad for a shaman when their stuff is resisted in hardcore. I don't find that as much on like the warlock when I'm playing the warlock. My spells don't tend to get resisted. But there's a lot of things that are just like immune to nature damage or just seem to have like a resistance to it and just it doesn't work out very well. I do wish the cooldown was not 5 minutes on sprint though. And like yes, sprint is an amazing cooldown, but then you have to wait 5 minutes to attempt whatever you're doing again. Milky's in real life. Okay. It's an interesting name. Mew mew mew. Alrighty. Well, I was able to get 2 levels today. We watched a lot of people get murdered by the Son of Arugal, but so far we have prevailed. Thank you everyone for coming to watch and hang out tonight. I will see you later this week. Have a good night, guys.